Hey guys, Kapper here, and I guess I didn't realize it, but I actually forgot to kind of explain the reasons why I am upgrading the Kioti to the Branson, or I already have. First of all, a little bit about myself. I am always, my entire life, I have been always learning. I go out of my way to educate myself on pretty much any topic that interests me. So whether it's finances, taxes, real estate, land management, hunting, fishing, machines, whatever the case, I'm always trying to learn more every single day. And so far it has served me well in my life. So back to the Kioti. The Kioti was a good tractor, no doubt about it. Obviously, I've pretty much helped put Kioti on the map, in my opinion. The reason I started making tractor videos was because way back then I didn't think there was that many good ones out there. Anyways, it was a hydro, okay? Basically an automatic transmission. And through the projects that I had been doing, I started seeing a pattern here that I had been taxing that engine and transmission too much. So I felt that if I continued on the path that I was on with that hydro transmission, doing heavy bush hogging, disking work, tilling work, putting implements that cut into the ground and create a large amount of drag, that eventually I was going to blow up the hydro transmission. So if I did that, that would be probably a $10,000 bill down the road, and I would basically have to rebuy the tractor again, maybe right after finish paying it off. So that was really the main reason that started me looking at tractors. And with that reason, also I learned that I could probably use more power. I could probably improve my situation if I had the opportunity to pull larger implements. So that's what got me on the kick, starting to look for a bigger tractor. Coincidentally, it ended up that I got the Branson. The Kioti dealer couldn't take in my Kioti for trade-in. Evidently, they don't do that, or they don't do it often. So that's why I didn't look at the Kioti. I found Victor, who I had known last year, and I had met him, talked to him before, and he had a buyer, he had an investor that bought the trade-in vehicle. So he took my Kioti in on trade. So in a nutshell, as far as monthly finances go, I basically replaced the Kioti payment with the Branson payment. They're roughly the same amount each month. Am I going to be paying longer in time? Yes, I extended it out another little over a year. Some other things to keep in mind on the financing are several factors that went into this to help pay for part of the Branson. One is we just got our cost share check on the tree planting over at Project 211. We got about $6,500 for reimbursement for all of the expenses that I had already paid by buying the trees and the labor and the machine work in that. So we got our return on that, which was all part of the plan from the beginning. Basically, that tree planting project was paid for by the government as part of the CRP plan. And secondly, the equity that we did have in the Kioti help cushion the blow on the trade-in. Thirdly, the Branson tractor is way more machine than the Kioti, and it actually cost less than the Kioti, or very close in price. It's hard to get an apple to an apple, but basically the tractor price with the liquid and the options that I had to pay extra for at Kioti, they were about the same price. So looking ahead a couple of years, I thought it was in my best interest to do it. Was it a wallop now? Yes, it was. You know, I basically put that check towards it from the CRP plan. But other things to consider, I do plan on doing a Finance 101 class, more so with real estate, because many people have differing points of view, but maybe aren't fully educated on real estate property, real estate taxes, real estate expenses. So part of the plan is if you buy an investment property and you put investments into it and you make money on it later on, those costs are offset by the things you put into the property. And part of that can be machinery that you purchase that can go towards the offset of any future profit of the property. So I'll get into that later on, but basically those are the reasons why I decided to upgrade the Kioti, and because I wanted to. Life is short. I've been preaching this for decades. Because I've had health issues that cause me concern, I just try to live every day to the maximum as much as I can. You know, are we leveraged financially? Yeah, we are, but I have a plan for that. Are we enjoying the dreams that we otherwise might not have been able to enjoy if we saved up cash for everything? Yeah, absolutely. We are enjoying the dreams that we have wanted to enjoy now. Because if we were trying to save cash for these things, it would never happen. Never happen at all. And so then what happens when you get hit by a car, or cancer strikes, or some other disease strikes, or you have an aneurysm or something, and you have all this money you've been saving for decades because you wanted to pay more cash for something, whether it's a vehicle, a truck, a tractor, an excavator, or a piece of land, it doesn't matter. The principle is the same. So something bad happens to you and you got this nice pile of money saved. Now where are you? Yeah, you're gonna leave some cash to your spouse or your kids, but what was your life? I mean, did you spend your life dreaming on what you want to do someday? Or did you spend your life doing what you've dreamt of? And in doing what you've dreamt of, even taking steps to get there is part of the process. Because, I mean, this stuff is expensive. I don't disagree one bit. But if you're looking ahead in life and saying, okay, I want a piece of land someday, or I want a tractor someday. Here I am right now, and here's where I need to be to afford it. What can I do right now, starting today? Don't waste time. What can I do to move myself in the direction of getting that piece of land or tractor? And there's a lot of things that people can do if you choose to do them. You know, shuffle around your finances, take on a weekend job, try to get a hobby that pays you back, part-time job, do things if you're talented, you know, whatever, oil changes on the weekend, mowing grass on the weekends, working overtime on your job if it pays overtime, buying beater vehicles as opposed to a brand new, you know, $500 or $600 truck payment a month. So there's a lot of things that you can do to push yourself in the right direction. So anyways, that's a little bit about me. That's a little bit about why I chose to upgrade the Kioti, and not to mention, look at how cool Mrs. Kapper decked that thing out. I mean, who can say you got a tractor with bling like that? Probably not many. I can. So anyways, I appreciate all you guys watching the channel, and our mission really is to help people as much as possible in sharing the ups and downs of this incredible journey. And since I'm still here and talking, I am not getting paid anything to do the Branson infomercials, if you will. Haters like making false accusations. So I still believe in helping thy neighbor. Whether you believe it or not, doesn't really matter. I still do. And I am helping. All right, if they choose to give me something later on, if they cut me a deal on a piece of equipment or something, that would be fabulous. And I sure would accept it. But that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I like them. I like the experience there. It's a small family business, and I think I can help them. All right, so there you have it. That's where we are right here and right now. And the camper video I just put up, we had to dig into a Roth IRA for that, which we have dug into many times. Thank goodness they created that Roth IRA. But you can pull out of your Roth IRA as long as it's the cost basis without any penalties whatsoever if the need arises in life. And so once again, looking ahead to pull, you know, 5,000 or 6,000 out of a Roth IRA, if it could net another 10 or 15 or 20,000 on profit on a land sale in the future, or if it could bring in 6,000 or 7,000 a year on a deer lease, okay, am I rating Peter to pay Paul? Possibly. In my mind, it's a good investment. It's just deferred, okay? That's how we get things done. Is there risks? Yes. All right, so now I'm rambling. Anyways, I appreciate all you guys, the subs. It's really nice to hear good comments because there are days I don't feel like doing much. And when I see nice comments, that really helps me out. So stay tuned. Who knows what's next? Might be a surprise. Kapper out.